Hello, Keith. Good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon for me right now. Again, as I always say, I don't know what time you're watching this, but good afternoon from Miss M. It is Friday. I am so excited to be going into the weekend. I'm going to move. I'm not in my room today because my students are in there. We did not have art today, so I'm in the what we call the job coach room. This is where our students go and they do like coffee cart, and they do ice cream, and they do a lot of their job skills. So it's just a room where there's no students all the time, but always students in and out. Anyways, so a different background today. We are about to go into the weekend. I call Friday because yay for Friday. Weekends are always a good time to rest, relax, rejuvenate, and get ready for another week. And it's also a good time for me to get some things done and spend time with my family and do all of that. So, unfortunately, the weather took a downward spiral. It's still nice as far as temperature, not too hot, not too cold, but it's rainy, and we can't go outside when it's rainy. Unfortunately, that keeps us cooped up in our room, cooped up in our house, and we get a little crazy, what we call stir crazy. That means we can't get out and move as much as we normally do. I know my daughter Savannah, she loves to go to the park. She loves to go outside and swing. We just bought her a brand new swing since she has been enjoying going to the park and doing that. And today it does not look like we are going to get to do that unless we set up her swing in our garage. But that's a lot of work. So we'll see. We'll see if she needs it or if she'll be good without it today. Sorry, I hurt my toe yesterday and it's been bleeding, so I have to make sure it's doing okay. So today, Friday, I'm going to read the Gruffalo. So just what is a Gruffalo? I don't know. Is it a scary creature? Is it a nice creature? That's what he looks like, a Gruffalo. It says, just what is the Gruffalo? He has terrible tusks, which are these big, sharp teeth right here, and terrible claws, right here, and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. So this is his jaw, and these are all his teeth. And it says, but do all of these things make him the scariest creature in the deep, dark wood? One brave little mouse with a big imagination didn't think so. So, let's find out about the Gruffalo. And it might be one of those stories where we got to learn not to judge a book by its cover. So he might look mean and scary, but he could be one of the nicest people ever. But he could be one of the scariest people, things, animals ever. I don't know. The Gruffalo. A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Ooh, this story is going to rhyme like one of our other stories. Do you remember, Oh, the Places You Can Go? So rhyming, let's review that real quick, is when you hear words that sound the same. So, for instance, wood and good. So they go wood, good. Good and wood sound the same. So let's keep reading and see if you can hear those rhyming words. A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house. That's terribly kind of you, Fox, but no, I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? So there's the woods, and there's the little brown mouse walking, and there's the fox, and he's like, have lunch in my hole. I think maybe, if I'm not mistaken, the fox wants to eat the mouse. And the little mouse said, no, I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo. He has terrible tusks and terrible claws. He has terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. Where are you meeting him? Here by these rocks. And his favorite food is roasted fox. So she tells the fox all about the tusks, the teeth, the terrible jaws, and the claws. And the fox said, well, where are you meeting this Gruffalo? And she said, or the little brown mouse said, here by these rocks. And guess what that Gruffalo's favorite food is? Fox. So you better guess what that fox did. Roasted fox, oh my, fox said. Goodbye, little mouse, and away he sped. Silly old fox, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? So the mouse, just like in our last two books, has tricked the fox. So we read about the billy goats tricking the troll, and then yesterday the monkeys tried to trick the old man, but ended up he won because he tricked them in dropping his hats and caps for sale. On went the mouse through the deep dark wood. An owl saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Join me for tea in my treetop house. It's frightfully nice of you, owl, but no, I'm going to have tea with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? So again, we're in the deep dark forest. There's little brown mouse just trying to go eat with the Gruffalo, have tea. And the owl says, well, how about have tea with me? And the mouse said, no, I'm going to eat with the Gruffalo. And the owl said, what's the Gruffalo? He has knobby knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart, ew, on the end of his nose. Well, where are you meeting him? Here by this stream. And his favorite food is owl ice cream. This mouse is clever. Knobby knees, turned toes, and a wart on the end of his nose. That's gross. And there's the mouse. The mouse said his favorite food is owl ice cream. Owl ice cream, to wit, to woo. Goodbye, little mouse. And away owl flew. Silly old owl, doesn't he know? There's no such thing as a Gruffalo. That's funny. I like this story. So the mouse has yet again tricked another animal out of eating him. Ooh, this is my least favorite animal. On went the mouse through the deep, dark wood. A snake saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come for a feast in my log pile house. It's wonderfully good of you, snake, but no, I'm having a feast with a Gruffalo. I almost said buffalo. Crazy me. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? So there's the snake's house in these logs, and snakes do like to stay in logs, so be careful if you're ever around a pile of logs. He said, come on, mouse, have a feast with me. And the mouse said, no, I'm going to feast with the Gruffalo. And his eyes are big. Let's see. His eyes are orange, his tongue is black. He has purple prickles all over his back. Well, where are you meeting him? Here by this lake. And guess what? And his favorite food is scrambled snake. Uh-oh. So his eyes are orange, his back has prickles, and his tongue is black. Ew. And the mouse said, and guess what his favorite meal is? Scrambled snake. Scrambled snake? It's time I hid. Goodbye, little mouse, and away Snake slid. Silly old snake. Doesn't he know? There's no such thing as a Gruffalo. All right, so the snake slid away. Oh. But who is this creature with terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws? He has knobby knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. His eyes are orange, his tongue is black. He has purple prickles all over his back. Oh, help! Oh, no, it's a Gruffalo! So little mouse is just trying to walk through the forest, trying to trick all the other animals from eating him, and guess what he runs into? A Gruffalo that he described perfectly. The claws, the black tongue, the wart on his nose, the big teeth, all the things. My favorite food, the Gruffalo said. You'll taste good on a slice of bread. Good, said the mouse. Don't call me good. I'm the scariest creature in the deep dark wood. Just walk behind me and soon you'll see. Everyone is afraid of me. So the Gruffalo said, you'll be good on a piece of bread. So I don't know if this Gruffalo is as good as we thought. But let's see what happens. So the Gruffalo said, you're going to be good on a piece of bread. Like, you're going home with me and I'm going to eat you. But the mouse said, well, hold up just a minute. Because I'm the scariest animal in the deep dark wood. Oh, sure, said the Gruffalo, bursting with laughter. You'll lead the way and I'll follow after. They walked and walked till the Gruffalo said, I hear a hiss in the grass ahead. So the Gruffalo is just laughing. He's like, there's no way this mouse is the scariest thing in the woods, considering he's one of the smallest things in the woods. And then he starts to hear a hiss. Do you think that's going to be the snake, the owl, or what was the first one? I can't even remember. The snake, the owl, or the fox that's making a hiss? It's Snake, said the mouse. Why, Snake, hello? Snake took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh, dear, he said, goodbye, little mouse, and slid right under his log pile house. So there's Snake. Remember, Mouse told Snake that the Gruffalo likes to eat scrambled snake. So he wasn't actually scared of Mouse. He's actually scared of the Gruffalo, but the Gruffalo doesn't know this. You see, said Mouse, I told you so. Amazing, said the Gruffalo. They walked some more till the Gruffalo said, I hear a proot in the trees ahead. All right, so he hears a in the trees ahead. They're walking, walking, walking. Do you think it's going to be the owl or the fox? It's an owl, said the mouse. Why, owl, hello. Owl took one look at the Gruffalo. Boo, hoo, he said. Goodbye, little mouse, and flew right up in his treetop house. So remember, if you can remember, the mouse told the owl that the Gruffalo likes to eat owl flavored ice cream. So although the owl isn't actually scared of the mouse, the Gruffalo doesn't know that. You see, said Mouse, I told you so. Astounding, said Gruffalo. They walked some more till Gruffalo said, I hear some paws on the path ahead. So they kept walking. Now the Gruffalo thinks that the snake and the owl are scared of the mouse, and they keep walking, and he hears a It's Fox, said the mouse. Why, Fox, hello. Fox took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh, help, he said. Goodbye, little mouse, and ran right into his underground house. So remember, we're going back again. What was it? Fox. Let's see. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry. Roasted fox. So the mouse has told the fox before that the Gruffalo likes roasted fox. So even though the fox isn't scared of the mouse, he's scared of the Gruffalo, and the Gruffalo thinks that he's scared of the mouse. The mouse said, Gruffalo, now you see, everyone is afraid of me. But now my tummy is starting to rumble, and my favorite food is Gruffalo crumble. Gruffalo crumble, the Gruffalo said, and quick as the wind he turned and fled. So the mouse, in order not to get eaten, and in order to prove that everyone, or in order to get the Gruffalo to go away, he said, everybody's scared of me. The fox, the owl, the snake, all these things that are bigger and stronger and they eat me, but they're scared of me. And guess what my favorite food is, the mouse said? Gruffalo crumble. And the Gruffalo ran away. All was quiet in the deep, dark wood. The mouse found a nut, and the nut was good. So there's the peaceful woods. All was peaceful because the mouse has finally found peace. He's found a nut, and the nut was good. The end. And there's a silly old picture of the Gruffalo. So, although the Gruffalos are not real, this is really a good book. I've only read it a couple times, but every time I've read it, I always remember how good it is. And I love that it rhymes. The rhyming is very good. The story is just really cute. And even though they're not real, it's just really funny how, like I said at the beginning, you can't judge a book by its cover. So although a mouse is really tiny and small, and a lot of animals eat mice, this mouse was able to trick a fox, an owl, a snake, and the Gruffalo. And he was able to get out of being eaten by all four of those things. So, although tiny, I think the saying goes, although she be but little, she is mighty. So it might go for the mouse. Although she be but very little, she was able to trick so many other animals and survive another day. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, The Gruffalo, a really good book. And I will see you next week. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend and can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.